slouching.
Croeso I Facebook Live, Busnes at Llanrwst. Welcome to the Facebook Live with Business at Llanrwst. I'm joined today by Gary. Hi, Gary. Gary joined us actually back in June for our first Facebook Live that we ever did. And Gary is the project manager for the North Wales Business Academy. Gary's joining us from the office, as you can see. So the first person we've hooked up with at the actual college. Gary, you're here today for a very special reason. Can you just go straight in and tell us what it is?
Yeah, we've got some really good news on the North Wales Business Academy project. We just a bit of a reminder of the project. We're a multi-partner project with Grŵp Llanrwst leading the project, Bangor University and Wrexham University as project partners, and we deliver short course practical skills training for businesses and their employees across North West Wales. And over the summer we received some fantastic news from the Welsh European Funding Office and Welsh Government, and due to the restrictions of COVID-19 and the impact that it's had on the business sector, they have now supported the project further to enable us to offer fully funded, up to fully funded qualifications or courses on North Wales Business Academy from now up until September 2021.
That's fantastic news and a massive boost for our local business sector, isn't it? Now, just what does that mean in practice? You know, the subsidy. How does it work? Who qualifies?
Absolutely. So, in terms of eligibility and what it kind of looks like, it's for businesses in North West Wales, which is Anglesey, Gwynedd, Conway, and Denbighshire. You have to be either a small, medium, or large enterprise. And they have to employ people. It doesn't matter how many people they employ. It can be 1, it can be 200. Yeah. But they're the main eligibility criteria. And in terms of accessing the fully funded element, the project previously was a part-funded project where a business would be required to pay an element of the course fee, usually about 30% of the course fee, yeah, where the European Social Fund would then pay the rest, the 70%. Now for the 100% fully funded, where there is no course fee that is required to be paid by the company, the eligibility criteria on this is regarding state aid or grants or any kind of income or monies that a business might have received from the government, whether that's Welsh Government or UK Government. And that's over the last 3 years that a business cannot exceed the €200,000 mark. So for most small enterprises, I'm thinking across North West Wales, that's not going to really be a problem in terms of the assistance that they've had. So it's, I'd say that a lot of people will be able to access the fully funding elements of the project. There are obviously some businesses across North West Wales that might have exceeded this. And for them businesses, they will go back to the normal scheme of part funding where the elements that they need to actually pay is dependent on the size of their business, whether they're a small, medium or large. But just going back to the fully funding element, if your business has not received over €200,000 in the last 3 fiscal years, you should be eligible for a full subsidy towards the cost of the course.
Fantastic. So any businesses watching now excited by this news, and there are people watching, I must say hello to Heather Jones, who's one of our colleagues. And I believe Andrew Thomas is also watching, so hi. And if you want us to shout out to you, just give us a message and we'll acknowledge you in the video. But back to the subject in hand, the courses that are coming up imminently, Gary. What are they? And because we were talking about them earlier, they're quite exciting.
Absolutely. As you can imagine, we're next month we're delivering our social media marketing course that is ideal for 2 types of people. So people who are running a business, and now, as you can imagine, with more and more sales going online, it's not only important to have a presence of social media in terms of Facebook, LinkedIn or Twitter or anything. It's actually to have a really good functioning social media strategy that allows you to maximize the amount of online digital sales through these social media platforms. And that's what that course is all about. It's about helping you It's not just getting you a Facebook account, for your business. It's actually helping you to maximise and actually to use it strategically to help your business grow their sales, and actually in some cases for businesses subsidise the sales of people who would normally walk into your business and buy things in like the shop example.
Yeah.
And certainly for people, it's aimed at people working within businesses, but also people who are working as well and might be just reasonably maybe new to social media, and or they might want to look at their own personal careers and think, actually I'd like to have a look at a career in social media. It can be used as a really good piece of continuing professional development to get that skills, and then with the aim of going on to full professional courses after that.
Yeah. So that's the one very, very relevant at the moment, actually, isn't it? But there's another course as well that's been developed specially as a result of what's been happening recently, the COVID pandemic. Can you tell us a bit more about that one, Gary?
Yeah, absolutely. So we looked at our course curriculum, what we were offering, and we wanted to try and to develop along a course that was going to be more applicable to the circumstances that a lot of businesses find themselves. So we developed a course called Innovate and Reshape Your Business. And it's very much about the changing economic environment that we find ourselves, not only with COVID-19, but also Brexit coming up. The Brexit date is the end of the year. So the course is very much about helping you, with the help of 4 business mentors, look at your business, look at areas that you're looking to change, whether that's the sales, your activities, your operations of your business, and how about you generally go about business, whether you actually collaborate with other businesses, whether collaboration would be a good idea for your business to save costs or grow income. And it's very much looking at the changing environment of your business and how what the impacts will be there. And part of the course as well, this course comes with some free mentoring time as well between outside of the courses, the days that you actually are on the course as well. So it's tremendous value where you get a lot of tips and help from our experienced business mentors. And something I should add actually as well, just as I've not covered off as well, I forgot at the very start, is that all our courses are actually online as well. So we're at the moment, we're not doing any face-to-face delivery. All our courses are online. So what we're looking to do by doing them online is to minimise the disruption to your businesses, to allow you to not have to travel to an educational site where that there will be the time taken out of your day to do that. You can do these courses when you're in kind of work, when you've got the free time to actually do that course if it works that way. So we're trying to minimise all the impacts that undertaking training or a course actually has.
Okay, so just because we're trying to be very mindful of time today, I must say hello to Kelly, who's also said hi on the chat. If anybody's got a question, please feel free to put it in the comments. Heather, one of the BDAs, is monitoring, and so is Andy. So if we don't tackle the question here and right now, they will be able to tackle any questions you have after the Facebook Live and get in touch directly. EU funding, Gary, how long is this going to be available, subsidised up to 100% for?
Yeah, so the project end date now is September 2021, and so from now until the end of that project end date, so it's got another full 12 calendar months of potentially full funding for companies to access. So now is a great time for people to, if they are thinking about training, is while it is fully funded, is take advantage of it. It's cost effective to do it. We're trying to make it as least impact on your businesses in terms of time taken away from your business. So now is a really, really good time to make that investment.
Okay, so I've just had a question come through actually. It's from it's from Andy. I can't find it right. Okay, I'll find it in a minute. While you, Gary, tell me, give me some names of companies that have benefited from this scheme, and I'll find this question.
Yeah, so in terms of the companies that we've dealt with, this project's been running since 2017. So we've engaged with over 190 companies in Northwest Wales, and we've delivered training to over 350 employees of companies. So the likes of the Cambrian Credit Union that has multiple branches across North Wales. We've done work with that organisation. We've done work with Plas Menai Outdoor Sports as well. We've done work with Dylan's Restaurants. They've had training. We've done work with Patchwork Pate. We've done work with also the Bull of Beaumaris. So I'm just trying to name some well-known sort of businesses across Northwest Wales that have received some support from the North Wales Business Academy.
Yeah.
And they are, they continue to be customers of North Wales Business Academy. So we've got a wide range of businesses there, small and medium businesses in different sort of sectors as well. So it doesn't matter what sort of sector you're in, the training is all applicable for yourselves.
Excellent. I think the question, I can't quite find the question because it's popped up as an alert on my iPad. I've got too much technology going on, but I do believe it was regarding furlough. And if you're delegated by a manager to attend training, but you happen to be on furlough, how does that work, Gary? Have you got any? Can you tackle that question?
Yeah. So, as part of the UK government's furlough agreement, employees who are on furlough are not allowed to actually work in the workplace, but they are actually allowed to undertake training that. Whether that be for the business or whether that be for themselves. So in terms of furlough, if an employee is on furlough, they're more than welcome to come and attend any North Wales Business Academy course.
Excellent. I think, unless if there's anything else that you would like to add, Gary, maybe a 20-second roundup.
Yeah, maybe just really go through the points. A lot of the training that we offer is very much about giving either a business owner or their employee the practical skills to go back into the business and make changes and improve things and to help businesses. And that's what the North Wales Business Academy is about. We offer short, sharp, effective training. And all our courses that we do now, they're online delivery, so they're delivered in a format of 4 to 6 sessions depending on which course you do, usually up to 2.5 hours, so they don't take all day or anything like that. And they should, if you start a course on one calendar month, by the end of the calendar month you will have finished the course, you'll have got the skills, and you'll be able to take them back to your business or whatever you need to do from there.
That's excellent. So very practical business training. I must say hello to Christine, another one of our colleagues who is watching today. If you have watched and you do have a question and we haven't answered it, please feel free to leave them in the comments. We will be tracking this in the coming days and weeks. So please do ask any questions as they arrive, or send a message to business at. The email address is on the screen. Gary, thank you very much for your time. Thank you everyone who watched.
Just want to add one more thing if I could, Claire. Just the final sort of the final bit was if you'd like to find out a little bit more information or to book on to any of the courses, all our courses now on Eventbrite. So if you type in the title of the course, social media marketing, or Innovate and Reshape your business, or Train the Trainer, or the strategic business analysis module, you'll find them on Eventbrite. Another way of contacting us as a team for more information is to go through our social media channels, or if you'd like to contact us directly, you can contact our shared email address that is nwba@gllm.ac.uk.
Okay, that's wonderful. And we will share the link to the Eventbrite course listings. We'll share that in the comments, so you can just click straight through. Gary, thank you very much for your time. Thank you everyone who watched. Pnawn da.